If Narendra Modi believes the Khalistan movement is still a fringe element of Sikhs, then this year's Vaisakhi celebrations in Toronto will likely give him nightmares. At the annual Khalsa Day parade, this year coinciding with elections going on in India, tens of thousands of Sikhs from the local community descended on downtown Toronto for the annual festivities, commemorating the founding of the Khalsa by the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, in 1699. And amongst the huge crowds, as always, the resplendent flags of Khalistan waved a glorious sea of yellow to remind India that the movement for a free sovereign state for Sikhs is not just in rude health, but continues to grow rapidly. Jatinder Singh Grewal, representing the Sikhs for Justice organisation, was clear in his message to Narendra Modi.
And today, all the Sikhs, and the vast majority of them, as you can see, are promoting Khalistan. They're holding Khalistan flags, and they want local politicians and international community to know that we want our independent country back.
The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau also addressed the crowds, and as he did so, he was met with chants of pro-Khalistan slogans and Khalistan flags waving vigorously to ensure he remained under no illusion how the community wanted his government to help in their democratic right to self-determination. Trudeau told the gathering that his government would always be there to protect their rights and freedoms, and would always defend the community against hatred and discrimination. Words particularly powerful after India's murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, which Trudeau has publicly denounced. Whilst announcing to the gathering that more flights between Canada and Amritsar have been negotiated with India to maintain ties between Canada and the Punjab, behind the scenes his government have been working with the US to carefully distance themselves from India after its programme of transnational repression. And as a result, many believe the chess pieces are being quietly put into place at governmental levels to force India's BJP government to allow the Sikh community the ability to self-determination. Something those on the ground believe is only just and fair under a so-called democracy.
Well, the election process in India is a farce. Dissent is criminalized. The mere mention of Khalistan or promoting a referendum or talking openly about Punjab seceding from India is a criminal act, and thus these elections do not actually allow people to express their true will. And we only demand a referendum on the question of whether Punjab should secede from India, done through international bodies, not under the Indian Constitution. We want to be separate from the Indians, and that is the only way we can ever get the right to self-determination and freely express our opinion.
With the growing movement for a free and sovereign Khalistan, and now Western governments beginning to realise the benefits for the West, and with India's RSS and BJP driving for an Indian Hindu Rashtra, many are beginning to believe the dream of an independent Sikh homeland once again gracing the subcontinent could indeed become, one day soon, a reality. You've been watching Satluj TV News. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below. Or why not drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We'd like to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching for Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London.